Oh, good one. What excites you the most? That's mad. I'll try again. So, my musical hero is definitely Mark Hoppus from Blink-182. If it wasn't for them, him, I mean, I'm a bassist. Not many people choose to be one. So when I was growing up, he had that pink bass and he'd take off your pants and jacket era and stuff like that. That was just me done. I just wanted to be just like him. When he had his hair really high, I did it, you know. But the cool thing was of doing that, because I literally idolised him. You find out who his idols were, and then that enabled me to discover bands like The Cure and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, without him, there's no way I would have been in a band. And their record in 2003, the Untitled record, that was the album that made me want to write songs, not just to play. It made me want to write. And because they're Blink, I think it comes with a bit of snobbery. But that record musically is literally one of the best of my generation. If that was written by any other band, I think people would take it a lot more seriously. Blink were insane with that record, and it's Mr. Hoppus. I was just going to say, the fact there's a future at all. I never thought that we were going to break up. I never thought that we were going to end. But when something like that happens, you question if people are still going to care. And all the future is literally, for me, is this new record. We've done a tour. The tour was fun. We're doing a load of festivals, which is fun. But this kind of feels like it's leading up to this new record for me. We're almost in that weird limbo point of having to play these old songs that they are our songs, you know what I mean? But it's not quite what we are now because we've gone through such a transitional period. But yeah, the future of the band excites me because this new record is so fucking good, and I want to get that done. I want to make sure it's as good as it can be. I want to make sure we do the songs justice, which isn't always the easiest. You think of us, we write as a band. We don't write on Macs, we don't write electronically. We write in a rehearsal room, and sometimes it just sounds so good when you play it live, and you've got to capture that in a recording thing, which isn't as easy as it sounds. So yeah, it's all about just making sure this record's the best thing I've ever been a part of. Because I know the songs are the best, it's just making sure that we put that onto the tape. And we're not going to be that band that stops playing songs that people want to hear. We'll never be that arrogant. You know, you got to remember the songs that people buy tickets to see you for. We're not Lighthouse, Shout of the Moon. I don't think we could ever drop them. But without a doubt, once this album's out, we will definitely be embracing that. Whereas before we maybe play 4 or 5 off a new record, I think it will be more like 7, 8, 9, and we'll throw in 6 or 7 of the older ones, you know? So, wow. What an interesting question. Because it's easy to say your favourite band play your biggest hit. But then you might want someone to see how they would change what you did. I've always been desperate for someone to cover one of our songs on Live Lounge to see how they interpret what we created. So I don't think I'd say someone like Foo Fighters or Blink to cover Better Off Without You, because it'd just be like, well, at the end of the day, it's kind of just going to sound the same, except Dave Grohl's singing it and it's going to be better. You could maybe go down the classic route. You'd say Oasis, but they'd never bother. They'd laugh at you and say, who? Why? I'm not doing that. I think I'd have to go down the pop route. I'd want to see what one of these classic pop songwriters and stuff could do. The 1975 would be cool. I'd like to see how they did, because they are very much the I love that band, but they are very much the opposite of what we do. Very digital, very electronic, but still have that guitar bass that they've used in everything. So for them to get hold of one of our songs and then spin it off in a way because I love what they did with One Direction with You Don't Know You're Beautiful, that cover. So yeah, I'd pick them, and I'd pick something like Shout at the Moon, maybe something with a bit of melody to it and stuff. So yeah, I think that would be cool to hear instead of just Blink crashing out some power chords or whatever. So, yeah, another one. We've got a new song called Psycho Killer, which is really fun. That's not out yet. We recorded it a few weeks ago, so Yeah, I think it'll be on the new record no matter what. But out of the old stuff, I really, really enjoyed playing Mother. We didn't play that on the last tour because we didn't play it on the tours before just because I think we had to try and play more of the singles and stuff like that. But this time around, the tour we just did, I was very keen to play stuff we hadn't played before. And Mother's a very personal song, but it's the only song that we've got. So you have songs that people mosh to, jump around to, sing along to. Mother's the only song where people dance to, and I love it. I love seeing people dance to it. Like, never thought I'd be in a band where people are literally like dancing around. I thought it was the coolest thing. So it made me dance on stage, and I can't fucking dance. So I'd say Mother for sure. Actually, it's got to be a good thing, right? I think Roundhouse is special. Roundhouse was a really big thing. That was on the Asymmetry tour. And we, 3,000 people was insane for our band, right? And the way that it happened as well, the fact that we, the year before, we were probably selling out Islington Academy, which I thought was the coolest thing. And then for 365 days later to triple that. So, when my family come down and yeah, I think Roundhouse was the highlight. But in terms of defining, I mean, yeah. It didn't really define us, it was our best moment. So defining us right now was the transition period we've had to go through. It's definitely defined me into how I am now and how I treat music and how I treat still being in a band. I don't take anything for granted anymore. I'm not lazy with my songwriting anymore. So yeah, that changed my life in a good way. So yeah, I'd say that. I felt that at that Brighton show, that there was this weird anticipation of basically saying, please don't do shit. And it was weird because we had him with Black Holes. I think everyone's like, yeah, we know he can sing that one. He sings it anyway. We played Beggars next, so which we went back and played probably one of our most popular songs today. Like one of the old ones. And I remember feeling when we finished the first chorus of that song, it's almost like the room enabled themselves to relax and actually people started singing, people started jumping, people started dancing and stuff. So yeah, the thing was, it's the fact it was 2.5 minutes is mad. The only reason we were late is our fucking in-ears. It was our first ever show with in-ears, ever. And we've been practicing for months again to enable me to try and sing as best as I can. And they literally went, and I was like, what? And I went out for that entire set, all I had was bass. But the good thing was, the worst had already happened. So first show, thrown in the deep end, it's kind of like, well, that's happened now, so anything else can't be worse. It was a very cool tour because you felt like the real Mallory family, like the diehards, because it was a small tour. But we were planning to do that anyway. We wanted to go back to our roots and play these kind of stuff like the horns, stuff like that. But the people that were there, it really felt like, as you said, they did care. I was anticipating doing that tour, us walking out and then literally half the crowd going, where the fuck's mine? I didn't think that everyone would be up to date on it, but no, it was awesome. So, because my role in the band at that time was the backing singer, but I was in the middle of the stage, so James and Joe were there, and you had Mikey there. So my job was to do this. So I'd be hopper style, running around, skipping everywhere. And I'd be so engrossed in trying to perform that by the time it came for me to sing, I was out of breath, and I couldn't sing. You've got to be able to breathe to sing. So there was so many times where I listened back to this, and you can tell I'm out of breath because I'm barely hitting it, and I sound like shit. So and that's where there was a few people saying like, Sam's not as good live, and I was like, no, I agree, I know what you're saying, but you haven't heard me as I know I can be, because my role changes now, because I can no longer be that guy hopping to be running around jumping. I got to compose myself, and I got to be able to sing. So I don't do that anymore. Like, I have to focus on singing. That's my job now, and I feel like it's a lot easier than how I used to do it. But I have to sing double of what Mikey did anyway. I have to sing mine and his parts. But we figure out a way to make it work, and it was weird getting used to, but it was never supposed to be my role. I think I can do it for as long as you want me to, but I've always just wanted to write. I've never been bothered about getting attention. Never. I don't think I ever will. Like, it's nice. I'm not being that in a horrible way. Like, but I was so happy with just being that guy in the back that got to write the tunes. And, hey, it's good. I don't know. One more. Oh yeah. It's got to be Oasis, isn't it? See, I'm like Joe and James would have said that without a doubt, but it's Oasis, isn't it? Like, I think everyone. I love Noel Gallagher stuff. Like Liam stuff's cool, but there's only one Oasis. I think everyone. If they brought back 20 Wembley Arena shows in a row, they would still sell out in 2 minutes. I think everyone in this country especially, even though they like smash it in Argentina, Brazil, South America, all that, but for them to come back and do a UK tour would be the most insane thing. Like, I knew Oasis won the world back at, like, as a kid you couldn't miss it, but I was never a big. I never really went to gigs as a kid. I used to love music, but I was never asked about going to see them live. So, but now, God, if they came back now, I think everyone would want to go. Everyone. Guest list would be insane. Everyone in the music industry that gets guest list would have to be left there crying, they can no longer get in. But that would be brilliant as well. Everyone that constantly gets freebies have to fuck off and not get in. Actually buy a ticket.